Hey everyone, welcome to Transient. I'm Eitan Reiter, and today we're going to go over some music production techniques while recreating APESHIT by the Carters, also known as Beyonce and Jay Z. We're going to start with the main synth sound of the track. One of the key factors here is to get the velocity right on all of the notes. The sound is made from two layers. One is a noise oscillator. The velocity is set to control both the filter cutoff and the volume. The second layer is made from two detuned multi-voice oscillators, one saw and one pulse. Make sure to set the volume envelope right and the two different bandpass filters for the two different layers. The main filter is set to low pass with some resonance and key track. A filter envelope is used to add some punch, to add some distortion effect just in the right amount. A bit of EQing to enhance some of the frequencies, some stereo spread, compression and distortion. Sometimes it's good to apply another EQ after the distortion to remove unwanted frequencies. Add some reverb and delay. The same sound is used again in the track with a different melody, and also a different distortion and filter that help place it in the back of the mix. A kind of bell is playing together with the lead to complete the overall sound. It's produced from a multi-voice detuned sine wave going through a low-pass filter. The volume envelope is set with a bit of release and attack, and a very subtle modulation envelope is controlling the filter cutoff. Then a bit more reverb is applied to give the sound some more space. Now you can hear how they both complement each other. That's it for the main sound. Now let's try and reproduce the beat. Starting with a simple 808 sample. Make sure you get the length right. And the same goes for the pitch. A bit of compression and EQ to make it stick out and enhance the low end. On top of that is a kick drum sample. I actually found one that sounds right, so I didn't have to manipulate it. As always, make sure it's playing in the right length and key. You may be able to avoid a lot of hard work if you find samples that are as close as possible to what you're trying to achieve. There's one more pitched synth sound playing in the low end of the track. It's made from one long note that's being pitched down. The synth is playing a one-voice retreat sine wave, with a low-pass filter and a bit of release. The modulation envelope is used to control the pitch. Next is the snare drum. Make sure you get the right length and the right envelope to make it snappy. And of course, the right pitch. It's being sent into the track's auxiliary reverb. And last are some simple extra patterns. The hi-hat was reproduced from two layers. The first one is playing an 8th note rhythm. As you can hear, it's not too short, and again make sure to get the right pitch. To finalize it, some EQ and saturation are applied, and it's being sent into the track's reverb auxiliary. The second layer was actually reproduced from two layers of the same hat, one of them being a short segment of that hi-hat. You can get the same effect from compressors or transient shaping tools. On the hi-hat transition parts, these same hi-hats are used, pitched down. They're playing on top of the original ones to create a delay effect. In this song, there are two different hi-hat transition sequences. And the last element of the beat is an open hi-hat with a lot of reverb to make it sound like it's in the back of the mix. This is what the full drum beat sounds like. The final synth sound was reproduced from two long MIDI notes. The synth is playing a 16th note arpeggiator. This sound is made from a simple one-voice sawtooth oscillator. The portamento is set to be very long and on slide mode. A low-pass filter with some resonance and key track is applied. The volume envelope is set to be pretty short with a bit of release. The modulation envelope is controlling the filter cutoff to give the sound a bit of punch, and the two non-synced LFOs are also controlling the filter cutoff to supply the sound with some randomness. Some reverb is used to place the sound in the back of the mix. On top of that, it's also being sent into the track's reverb and delay auxiliaries, just to get it to blend in more with the rest of the elements. Now, let's hear the complete reproduction. Quick reminder, the project file and the sound are available for free in the link below. If there's a song you'd like us to remake or a technique you'd like to learn, please let us know in the comment section below. For more videos like this one, subscribe to our channel. See you next time.